I'm really cognizant right now of how vital it is for me and for us as a group to just become feedback machines. I'm seeing from the people I interview, they're just constantly learning and growing. And if we can have a good feedback loop as a team, we're going to grow exponentially faster. The reason why I want to start doing feedback more in a group like this is, first of all, I really want to normalize it. If we get in a habit where we as a group are giving feedback to each other, it's not a big deal. If I give feedback to you, it's just something that happens, even though at the start it might feel like it's a big deal. But second of all, I also think that from an efficiency standpoint, if I give feedback to anyone on the team, there's probably something we can all learn from it. And there's a support structure there that if I give feedback for someone to do something different, we're all aware of that. We can support them in that. I think that can also help us expedite. The process that I want to use for feedback is one that I was taught that I really like. And for me, that means two things. First of all, before I give feedback, I want to make sure that you're open to it. And this is where I would ask for you to be really honest. So if I were to say, Abby, are you open to feedback? And you're a 1 out of 10, totally fine to be like, you know what? Not in the best state right now, but I'll reach out to you in the next 48 hours. That's all I need. And then second of all, I'll try to be as succinct and direct as possible. I think that that just makes it easier to understand what the feedback is.
I love the feedback piece because there's days where I'm just like, am I doing my job right? Am I going to get fired? So this is great.
I feel like if I'm not getting feedback, then I can't grow.
Feedback is really good, especially me being the newest member. I feel like I don't want to be doing something that's snowballing and then it just gets to a point. And if something was just, mentioned in the beginning and that feedback was given in the beginning, then, it's easier to pivot.
So let's just go one by one. Kelly, I'm so grateful I found you. You are the person I needed 10 years ago. I think all of the companies I ran would have been different if I had found you. The feedback for you is, and this is going to require a change on my part, I would love for you to lead with the recommendation. This is what I think we should do, bottom line up front. And as we get to know each other, I think that there's many times where I'm just going to stop you there and say, do it. And there may be times where I need the details, or there's times where I need time to think about it. But you and I are feeling each other out, and I want to get more and more comfortable having you propose a solution and just running with it. Emily, are you open to feedback? Emily, there's so much I admire about you. I think that you are really bold in just your willingness to ask questions. I think that you are really meticulous in wanting to know what's going on. And I also think that you're very vocal in asking questions when you need help. And I love that. That's not the way I am naturally, which is one of the reasons I really admire it for you. My feedback for you, or my request, is two things. First of all, I would love you to take the volume, if there was a volume dial on speaking up, saying when things don't make sense, calling things out, I'd love you to dial it up about 20%, 30%. Flag things that don't make sense, call us out if we're not doing right. I think we need more of that on the team, and I have a suspicion that you're going to be one of the best at doing that. Krista, are you open to feedback? All right, Krista, you are hungry. That is the best word for you. You are just voracious, and I love it. The one request would be just turn up the volume 50% if it gets to be too much. I don't want you to be a martyr. I don't want you to get burnt out. I don't want you to receive so much praise for taking stuff on that you do it to your own detriment. So just really make a point of speaking up if it gets too much, but you're doing an awesome job. Amy, I hate to leave you last because I don't know you yet. I don't have any feedback to give. I'll say to you what I've said to everyone here, which is, let's see how things go. And if you have an appetite to work more here, we'll make a place for you, and we'll have this conversation publicly. And so you get the discomfort that everyone else experienced, but excited to get to know you more in the months ahead.
Since Abby and I have had such an opportunity to work with Amy over the past week or so and get to know her a little bit, I'd like to offer a little bit of feedback that she is doing phenomenally. Was able to jump in exactly where needed, has asked all the right questions, and is just a shoe-in for a good fit for our team. So both excellent job, Amy. Thank you so much. And Abby, phenomenal choice.